welcome to another episode of Goa 365 Story Behind the Story. We have just finished one part of this tourism related episode. But before I start, I would like to make one thing clear. For Goa and Goans, if there is no tourism, we will be in very big bad problems. Because there are industries, no doubt, very limited. Pharma industry, most of it are just franchises and whatever. Lot of industry, mining, even if it starts, most Goans don't like to drive trucks. So tourism is an industry without which Goa economy will collapse. Despite whoever says anything, this is something, I mean, you all are free to dispute this. But this is what I would like to start and reintroduce the panel for those who have come late. Nilesh Babsha from TTAG. Hello. Cruz Bab Kardoz, Shack Owner Association, long time head. Ernest Bab Dias from Sita TCI Charter Tourism. And Ajit Jack Sutija, Heritage Hotel owner. Nilesh Bab, why would you come? You are spending 10-20,000 bucks a day, 30,000 rupees a day. Why would you come to Goa?
See, go
to Kalangut beach?
See, one thing is very clear. Unless you give the value to today's customers, they are not going to come to Goa.
It's money after all, right?
After all. The sab kuch chalta attitude which is there, I think that needs to stop somewhere. As far as our services are also concerned, and the type of tourists when they come, the type of attitude which we give. I'll give you example. In this all downtrend, the segment which has done very well is what you call experiential tourism. There are only few operators, I agree, but if you ask them, they have done business quite well. And mind you, they are not cheap. It is very costly.
So you mean high-end tourism?
Not high-end tourism. It is a millennial crowd which is born late 90s and in 2000 who wants that type of tourism. So now we have, the trends are changing. So with the trend, these youngsters have come up with this experiential tourism concept or tours which they do different parts, and they are doing extremely well on that. So what I am trying to say, if you give a good value to the customer, he will come back. Goa is losing it out right now in this season, little bit bad. First of all, I have said earlier also, I repeat, it is because of one of these fatigue factor, because too much of Goa. Everywhere it was too much of Goa. Secondly, we are not able to match the expectation of the tourist. The value which we could offer, we are not able to offer to the customer. So, and we need to correct ourselves as far as these things are concerned. I think we can start attracting tourists back with the right type of approach as far as the domestic is concerned. But our major challenge is international tourists. If you see, the small hotels have suffered in this month, in December. It's not because of domestic tourists, it's because of lack of foreign tourists. Because these tourist stays for either from 1 week to 21 days. So there are no takers for them. So automatically it has gone empty. So we have said earlier also, and we had met the central minister also on this. There has to be some proper strategy to an inbound tourism is concerned. As full India is concerned, and of course when we talk of India, Goa is a shining star for tourism in India. So there has to be a proper strategy wherein now what has happened, tourism offices throughout the world have stopped, but you have embassies wherein they should have a tourism ambassadors who will market directly to the agents there, small fraternity. They can have, different programs have been discussed which we have been for last 2 years. I hope they have been implemented. That 1 year they can be, 1 month they can be Goa, 1 month can be Gujarat, or around a year. At each country, wherever we expect tourism to come. With our Prime Minister push of, with the NRIs and, going abroad, getting in that once you're in India, you should at least visit one destination more than your city, or even for the domestic tourists, which has worked out quite well. But we are getting NRI foreign tourists into Goa through that. If you see throughout India, but we are not getting the actual foreign tourists. If you compare other places like maybe in Singapore or maybe in Europe countries, the type of tourist volumes which they are getting, we are not getting it. As far as that thing to be corrected, I think our strategies should be correct, and I think we are missing out on something which we need to analyze and work towards it.
Okay, Nilesh Bab, I grant you this point, but if we go on the figures over the past 5 years, 10 years, I would say that the number of tourists coming into Goa has increased on a yearly basis. Now, whatever has not come in as foreign tourists are more than made up in local tourists. But why is it that these numbers are not giving business for local businesses, hotels, restaurant? Wait, I will bring you in later. We have discussed this. I'm just putting it very much. You check the figures. When the figures come out, I am saying that the numbers are gone up. Suppose if the 1 lakh foreign tourists are not come, 2 lakh local tourists have replaced them. But 30th, 31st December has been bad. The numbers are there. This is my thing. If I am wrong, I will apologize on TV.
I agree with you.
I will apologize on TV if I am wrong. But I am saying the numbers have gone up. I am saying it on record. Cruz Babu.
See, now Nilesh said they want to promote tourism, but what about Goan beaches? See the toilet. If you go to the beach, there is no proper toilet today. Beaches are not collected. Contractors are taking money and they run away. Now see the beach in Kalangut and Kandali, full of shit. Then why people will come to Goa? Why they will spend more money? Why they are not asking these contractors to clean?
Beach people will come to Goa.
Yeah.
That is the
No.
people will come, drive,
No.
put in the track.
Exactly.
15, 20
They will come to the beach. They will park their car. They will sleep in the car. They will go to the wholesale liquor mart and then they will bring and drink on the beach. They will litter the bottles. They throw the bottles on the beach. Who is going to collect this bottle? What revenue we are getting from them? Why police are not taking action? Like, people who are sleeping on the beach. So these people will come only because they want this type of tourism.
Who wants to do tourism?
Tourism department, what they are doing? What tourism department
I
is doing?
don't think so, but
No, but now why they can't take action? Why they are not? They have a law in place. Why they are not
all
taking?
laws are there. Yes.
Then why they are not doing?
That is $1 million question.
No, now see.
Hopefully all can
Now
answer.
you
So I would just like to get in
just
on
one
that.
minute. Now if you go to see the tourism department toilet,
Where?
we go to Kabalosim. I'm telling Mawar.
Okay.
Go and check in Kabalosim. People are not going to. They are coming to check. Asking
I
for
will promise you, my reporter will come tomorrow.
No, send him. I can give you photos right now.
No, but
But why? This I have been notice. I have given notice to this also. The director also I have told, but they are not taking action. Why? Why they are not taking? Why they don't want to clean this mess?
No,
Why people will come to Goa? Why you tell me why people will, if it is dirty? There are better options, better destinations.
And much cheaper destinations.
Oh, yeah. Why they will come to Goa?
Check.
See, about the toilets, I don't know, but at least on the cleanliness, no doubt, is the biggest issue which faces Goa in many ways. We
The
have lost
contractor is failed.
We have lost people from Germany. We have lost charters from Switzerland, I think.
Yeah.
Or not Switzerland, the
Finland.
Scandinavian countries.
Finland.
But there is a genuine difficulty in taking action, because right now, even if the police, if someone who knows the law will take action against someone on the beach, he has to go to the police station, do lodge a FIR, do everything. We have to have a tourism security force with enforcement powers, at least for fining something, maybe not criminal cases, whatever. And if we get that, maybe, and the government takes this seriously, I'm sure they can enforce.
But government
it.
has to take it seriously if tourism has to remain.
Yeah, but I
remain.
think the
No, but
government
when
is
they are going to
not
take? When they are going to do this race?
Whatever, it's gone. No?
It
It
is
No,
has
when
gone
they
now.
after this all collapsing.
But Jack,
That is true.
Jack, what I'm saying is tourism force is okay. But if the guy with the from the tourism force, there are how many beaches? 12, 14 beaches?
No, much more.
Yeah, but actually the famous ones are
Yeah.
around 12, because the High Court order was given to put the sound pollution on 12 beaches.
Yeah.
12 beaches. If there is a control room which are 5, 6, 4, 5 ladies, 4, 5 this, and cameras on the beach, you don't even need that many people. You don't have to keep on hiring people. Technology is there.
So then I think the Home Minister and the Tourism Minister have to coordinate and take this on
Coordinate, Home Minister, Chief Minister, Home Minister, every minister has to do, because ultimately without tourism, Goa is going to be in big trouble. This is of
That
course
is
my-
absolutely
Yeah,
true.
we are in trouble.
As it
As
is,
of
people
now
are
we are-
going to, Paris, and why they are going, I will not discuss it. This is the Rane had a big issue about that. But they are going there out of desperation.
Desperation, correct.
Why they are going? Why Goans are going there? Because they like the place to eat that watery dal and to exchange the bunk beds. Okay, from 4 to 5 I sleep, for 4 or 5 hours I sleep, and I go to work, the second guy sleep. Goans are going there for that? No, because they are desperate, because they can't do anything here. Maybe. Sorry, no. Who Ernest? Charters.
No, I will talk about, the business to India as a company.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, we do.
But why would they want to come to India? You tell
see,
me that
we have seen big numbers coming to India as our company.
Earlier.
Now, FIT business for the year 2023 for our company was we almost touched the previous pre-COVID figures.
Okay.
I mean, and people coming from US, Germany, all countries, and sizable amount of business. I used to do around 30% of the company's
FIT.
Turnover.
FIT.
No, my charter and
Okay.
FIT. Today, Goa, I'm doing only 10%.
Why so much of drop?
Because Goa has dropped. Our charters have dropped. FITs today, they find places like Kerala, or they find places
Is
like
it cost?
Sri
You're
Lanka.
talking about cost?
Yeah.
Or value for money?
Value for money and infrastructure, no?
Infrastructure.
Safety. Today, okay, we are having this. Even now we are talking, this will go across the world and people will say, oh, our beaches are bad, cops are harassing. You see what happened for a sunburn. The people were robbing people of their mobiles. Who will want to come for another sunburn again to Goa? Hundreds of mobiles were stolen. I was there. I could see people trying to pick up, and you can do nothing because it's jam-packed. On the streets, people were pulling out mobiles from the pockets, purse and mobiles. And you can do nothing because the streets were, as you know, Kalangut Baga, 31st night is jammed. So you cannot do anything. It bursts into the restaurants. The restaurants are empty, they are only sheltering the people who cannot walk. So this is
Like chapels are sheltering the people from who are drunk and they're sleeping in the chapels also.
Now let's talk on what is the correction required, I feel.
Let's talk about solutions because we are like almost the second part of this.
Just for your ears, there are going to be at least 10 domestic flights which will move out from 15 because of aircraft issue with Indigo, which have just started to tier 2, tier 3 tier cities. Right from Amritsar to Calicut.
You mean local, the domestic
flights are going to be withdrawn.
Oh,
so once that happens, definitely it will have impact. So we are talking about almost 2,000 seats coming less from the catchment area, which as a tourism we could have tried to attract tourists from there, and those flights were doing quite well. I hope they will come back in 3-4 months time once the aircraft issue is over.
Akasha also is having a problem with pilots.
Everybody is having problem. Aircraft also problem because of that PWD engines which are failing. So those problems are there. So that's why they are going for C-check with Indigo. So Indigo had started these flights. So hopefully they will be restored. But that is going to be immediate. It is going to be a challenge. To correction means what we require is a basic things to be done, which we have been talking for years together. For going away with the plastic bottles, we require a proper water stations at all the beaches or all at the tourist spots.
Dustbins also.
Toilets at the all places. Proper changing rooms. Okay. Dustbin agencies. Now problem earlier also we have talked. Again same thing we are talking, but we have no choice but to talk on that. Garbage is collected from the beach. If you go to Panchayat area, it's dirty. Panchayat says this is not our my garbage. This one says my no garbage. So there has to be agency, nodal agency which will control all the garbage, because today all garbage collection are outsourced. So if the garbage is outsourced for collection, then there has to be proper coordination which will coordinate with all the challenges which beaches are facing specifically. As far as safety is concerned, I think we have to relook into it very badly. As my colleague in TTAG, Jack, has just said it, that we require a good police force, which is their focus should be not collection but to implement the thing and to see that Goa gets back on track. The Goa gets back. See today, one of the reason why Goa is downtrend is because of social media. It had picked up 2 years back. Because of social media, it has gone down because there is a lot of negative publicity, and certain extent it is true also. So, but we need to correct ourselves and we have to reinvent ourselves to see that we don't lose out. What we are seeing is lot of Goans moving out of the businesses. We don't find Goans doing their that Goanness is not there in the hospitality industry. So that is one of the reason why the overall trends are coming down. As far as the star hotels are concerned, there is not big of challenge because they have their in-house training in place. But smaller hotels, restaurants, there we don't find Goans, boys or girls.
Service
so
is bad, yeah.
the service is affected, and definitely if service is bad, customer is not going to come. So let's be very, very clear. So I think we as a Goan ourselves need to reinvent ourselves, and as an industry we have to find out the fault lines and correct ourselves. government will do their jobs, but as an industry where we need to correct, I think we need to focus on that and see that the lost ground is being picked up with all the efforts of all the verticals of the industry.
Absolutely, I agree with you in that. Now, see, I want to little bit. Jack, I'll come back.
Yeah.
I want just one thing. Now, see, now we've been talking about infrastructure. We've been talking about lots of things, but for this 2024, what would be your wish list? Assume you are CM for 1 week. What would you do?
I would say, first of all, within the government, there should be proper coordination. You have to, or everyone is moving in opposite directions. Like today, if we try to blame the tourism department, but tourism department is also dependent on PWD, is also dependent on home, is also dependent on excise, everyone. So you cannot, now if he or she is given the powers, to take decisions. So tomorrow, the tourist cop you have on the beach catches hold of someone, you take him to the police station, the PI might say, sorry, let him go. So you have to give them powers. You have to give the tourism department powers to make corrections, even if it means stamping on other stores in other departments.
Why is the question of stamping? Basically, it's for the
No, but
greater good.
we don't see that coordination happening. No. See, within the home department, I'm talking about all these departments. There should be proper coordination, and then only I think so we can make tourism a success in Goa. If we don't have this coordination, and even coordination with the central authorities, central government, when we're talking about landing fees, we're talking about visa, flexibilities and all that, you need coordination. We have a double engine Sarkar, so it's easier to, I believe, it's easier to get things done, but I don't see it happening. And I hope it happens, because that's the only way we can bring back tourism on the line.
That Josh.
Yeah, because earlier, we all know that tourism was not started by the government.
Exactly.
Tourism was started by local Goans.
Exactly.
It started with the shacks. It started with the shacks.
time.
It started with all of us in the industry going out, promoting tourism. Everyone was involved. But today, where are the Goans who are ready to put in that extra effort also?
It's very difficult for a Goan to do any business in Goa because
Goans
they
have
get
been
slashed
harassed.
left, right
Yeah,
and center.
yeah.
I have had to personally make phone calls to local authorities to get permissions done. I personally, even then there is a problem. There is a delay. You go to the panchayat, you go to the ministry, you have to call. Why will the guy, some guy comes with some bag there which you are supposed to, the local guy will pay 100 rupees, that guy pays 300 rupees, he gets a job. This is our place and we cannot do business. Why?
You should go to the...
See the shack policy and what they have done.
Yeah. One second, Jack, please. I have a very specific question to you. You are a technical guy also in a certain way. There is a staying capacity or holding capacity or a capacity wherein something can be comfortably done. Now, whether the person in Goa, the number of tourists, like earlier, like I'm on record, number of tourists is increasing. Huge number of tourists are coming. But businesses are crying. So, for that, what can be done? Now, quality tourists, don't tell me quality tourists because that is, you cannot stop somebody from rest of India to come to Goa.
But you
so
can
what can be
control.
done? No, you cannot control. You cannot. But what can be done so that all these guys who come to Goa are forced to eat in the restaurants, forced to stay in the hotels? This is my switch. How to do it? You guys are the experts.
So, it's just a question of organizing and managing better. Now, if for a lot of these tourists, we had good public transport or camping sites with proper maintained facilities, I'm sure things would improve. Like, a lot of us go as backpackers also when we started young. You can't say
But we don't stay on the roads.
Yeah.
We go to hostels
Hostel,
or dormitories or whatever. right?
I think staying on the roads, I think it's very clear. There's an enforcement mechanism in place. The government has to act, or the authorities have to act, staying on the road and eating out. The law is in place. Coming to one other very big issue that Goa has, I think cleanliness is of course non-negotiable, it's the most important, but the other thing is we have a lot of touts to make the tourist experience horrible. You go anywhere, people are touting. So if you're going to come to a place where you're going to be harassed earlier from the beginning, what is the use of coming? Now this was something everyone used to say is to happen in India. From the airport you would have touting. Unfortunately it seems to be coming to Goa.
Look at the bus stand. Look at the bus stand. The minute the bus, every guy is following you on bikes.
Yeah.
Doing what? Yeah.
So I think the
And
carrying
even the-
capacity, everything can be managed if you organize properly. But someone has to sit and plan it. You get proper public transport, you get and enforcement of the basic facility.
Also, another thing, Jack, the way Goa is being portrayed. See, now we are Goa 365, right? I get calls. Arey boss, how is it? What it is? This massage, spa, what are the things, services? First time I got, any time of the day or night. So imagine they go there, they promise the max, they promise them why, they promise because he's saying no. Look at the ads, the government ads. There will be some like a woman. There are escort services everywhere. You go online, you get all those things. We have such a powerful cyber crime unit in Goa which cracks down on everything, including black magic and all. Why can't they crack down on all these escort services and all these things? Why? You don't think that is also the name of Goa and the image of Goa is being spoiled by all this? By publicity?
I think cybercrime is a big issue and it's something all of us are facing in industry, identity theft and all. We have not got a result till then, in spite of speaking to the Chief Minister 3 times. Like you can quote me on record.
You are on record.
Whatever. We have gone thrice on identity theft. We have been promised. Not one action has been taken. In fact, even today I got a call from someone scamming me on insurance. I told her I'm going to go and tell the police, do what you want.
They directly tell you. Directly.
So I do not know why they do not take this seriously.
People call me up saying, I went to the police, I was scammed of 20,000, 30,000. The cops are telling them, only 20, 30,000? Why you need to go? Imagine. Anyway, but some things, work is bad, it's fast-tracked, everything. Cruise, yes. You were saying you wanted to say something specifically?
No, regarding this, Nilesh Babu said that Goans is missing in Goa now. Why missing? So Goans have been harassed. Now see the policy of Shack policy, they know that they have to do the new policy in this year. Why they have delayed? Give me one reason if they know to delay this policy. And
Nilesh Babu, for you, why there's a delay in this policy?
There was no need only to delay this. Because there was a purpose. They wanted to bring in model shacks, so that's why they have delayed this.
See, basically,
so they don't want Goans to do business.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They don't encourage Goans. Show me where they
are. But now we are going into the heritage, so we are going to destroy the forest also.
And that also they will destroy everything.
See,
they want to finish Goa.
They are Goans only.
They want to.
These are not Goans.
See, when we talk about being harassed by licensing and everywhere, who are the people who are sitting there?
Goans. Exactly, that's my point.
Secondly, as far as interland tourism is concerned or ecotourism is concerned, in fact, fortunately TTH has been part of those discussions, and we have been very clear there has to be a study on carrying capacity at each place before it is open up, and it has to be done only with the coordination with the local authorities, local panchayats and local people there.
But in many cases, Nilesh, in many cases they are the problem. They are the problem. They consent to operate.
Maybe, I agree.
It has to be one body, not 101.
But if they don't want, after spending the money there, and if does not work it out, and there is a more influx, then there will be chaos. So it has to be done. At least when new activities are open, we need to do on that. And secondly, the negative publicity, drugs, gambling, touting, prostitution, which Goa is getting, I think we need to work on that. Somehow, now gambling means people come here, hire a room and they are gambling. So many people you hear every day catching up. We have a casinos here, go and play there. What I am trying to say is the type of tourists which are coming in. And unfortunately, we are lacking family tourists and we are getting lot of stacks.
But why will, no, see, in my opinion, Miramar I'm talking about, I passed Miramar. Like there's so many people there, like I just asked down, he said, अरे गोवा आने का था न्यू ईयर को. I said, आप लोगों ने क्या किया? नहीं, हम लोग आया, पार्क किया, लिकर पिया, बीच पे
और fireworks देखा.
अरे यार 31st पे गोवा में, who would have thought? No, what is there for us? These type of people coming.
So it does not help any our economy.
So why, first of all, why you drink there? Don't allow.
Forget about those 31st, 30th, 31st first. It is marked for such crowd in Goa. So let's means type of crowd which is coming in. But for rest of years also, unfortunately, we are getting lot of negative publicity. Good or bad reason, that's a different question to argue. But I think we need to act as a Goan to save our businesses, and it is in hand of Goa only, Goans only, entrepreneur of Goan only to look into it. We don't expect outsiders to come and correct us. And as we see, the outside crowd are more than willing with the villas and everything they are buying in Goa. So looking into all those things, I think as a Goan entrepreneur, we need to reinvent ourselves, reposition ourselves, and to see that the businesses which Goans have opened as far as tourism is concerned remains in their hands.
Okay, thanks guys, thanks Ernest Bab, thanks Nilesh Bab, thanks Jacob, thanks Cruz Bab. I think we need to have another discussion. I'm not very happy with whatever the solutions are, but we will also try and get the official, of course people will watch, but also we want to get little bit on what happens on the official side of tourism also, because one thing is sure, that I think all of us are 100% sure. Suppose if this thing is not corrected, our next generation is not going to get into
Absolutely.
tourism.
One next
And then-
generation, this generation itself will
yeah,
be
and
out of it.
whoever and whatever and whoever comes and says that no, we want to make Goa like the rest of India, then you may as well like
People are
shoot
selling
yourself
their
in the
properties and running away from
Yeah.
It's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. We have to maintain this Goan culture, Goan ethos, Goan. Why people come to Goa? Not because it's like Maharashtra, not because it's like Karnataka. It's not like because it's a Bihar or UP. Goans come to Goa. People come to Goa because it's Goa. If you remove that,
And now hospitality.
and whatever, Goa is Goa. And if you remove that, then there is no Goa. What is the point? Thanks again, guys, and keep watching Goa 365.